Suplexes and stuff where legends collide. In the wrestling ring, we take you for a ride. Join us for the chaos, the suplexes, the stuff, because it's time for a podcast that's a diamond in the rough. Suplexes and Stuff is a podcasting pinnacle where the reviews are for fun and usually not cynical. What's up, friends and foes? Welcome back to the Suplexes and Stuff podcast. I've released 2 back-to-back bangers with less than a week of time in between, so that means you have plenty of time to catch up on the week before and listen to this one as well. Excuse me. There's not much local stuff to report on. Just touching up on my stuff from last week. I do want to remind you, April 28th, SMASHMASTER Wrestling, MUNCY, Pennsylvania, at the Today Farm at 2 p.m. That will be, the SMASHMASTER Wrestling in April. And I have some additional matches to tell you about for Ignition 3, 5-Star Wrestling, the next weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend. Don't get me wrong. Ignition 3, March 2nd, 7 p.m. Bell time at 6:30. The additional matches are Tommy Vex and Mary Elizabeth, Mary Elizabeth versus Zach Zander. A. Anthony Young versus Nick Robles. You got the Gold Rush Rumble, which the winner will face the 5-star champion at We Are 5-Star April 4th in New Jersey at the Monster Factory. And we have a women's match of Jasmine Howell versus Damaris Dawkins. We also have a $40 cheeseburger seminar, which that is a very good deal right there. You better jump up on that. It'll be at 4 p.m. March 2nd at the Ignition 3 taping. The doors of the Ignition 3 event are at 6:30 and the bell time is at 7. Now, with that being said, I have nothing else to add for this introduction to the Suplexes and Stuff podcast, but I do want to let you know that this week is a little bit different. There was no collision due to NBA being on this week, so I did pick up MLW The Burning Crush as well as TNA Explosion. I've meant to cover them for the past couple of weeks, but have not gotten around to it. They were always meant to be added to my weekly coverage. It's usually just real quick stuff, so 1 to 2 matches, so won't be adding too much to it. It will be like less than a AEW Dark Revelation, oh my gosh, it's been that long, I can't remember, Dark Elevation, Dark kind of stuff, so real quick kind of results type of coverage from me on that, but just wanted to let you know about that, and that's about all I got to update you on, and we will jump into the week's coverage. Friends and foes, one more thing I wanted to mention before I jumped into the weekly coverage was, in April, don't think that 5-Star Wrestling is leaving us behind when they present us with We Are 5-Star at the Monster Factory, because fret not, 5-Star Wrestling Ignition 4 will happen Saturday, April 13th, 7 p.m. at the PAJAMA Factory, bell time at 7, doors at 6:30. So, with that being said, we are getting Williamsport wrestling action in Williamsport, Williamsport wrestling action in Williamsport. But yeah, we are getting hometown action by 5-Star Wrestling in April. So 2 shows in the Lycoming County area in April 13th and April 28th. After they come back from We Are 5-Star up at the Monster Factory in New Jersey. So we will be seeing whoever comes out on top after the Gold Rush Rumble, and then the following championship match. Williamsport will then see the champion crowned. the crowned champion, whether that remains to be the current champion or whether it will change in New Jersey. Williamsport will find out April 13th. Thank you. Now into the weekly coverage. Alrighty, this week's coverage, of course, will start at Raw, February 12th, 2024, where The New Day and Jey Uso defeated Imperium. Bobby Lashley defeated Bronson Reed to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. Liv Morgan defeated Zoe Stark. J.D. McDonough defeated R-Truth. LA Knight defeated Ivar to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. And Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Sami Zayn in an ongoing, which will be looking like a ongoing rivalry that will head right to WrestleMania. All credit to All Yaz Wrestling for calling this one right down the middle, as per usual, the Nostradamus of professional wrestling entertainment. Put some respect on the name. We move on to NXT from February 13th, 2024. We seen Metaphor defeat Robert Stone and Von Wagner. Rich Holland defeat Gallus in a Gallus gauntlet. Coming down to the last man where he defeated him via disqualification. Lola Vice defeated Tatum Paxley. Jada Parker defeated Ariana Rizzo. Carmella Hayes defeated Joe Gacy. Kiana James defeated Brindley Reese. The Wolf Dogs defeated The Family. And we move on to Dynamite from Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2024, where we seen John Moxley defeat Dax Harwood in an epic clash. Wardlow defeated Barrett Brown. Adam Copeland and Daniel Garcia defeated the Young Buck. Edge. Adam Copeland defeated Daniel Garcia. The Young Bucks defeated Top Flight. Willow Nightingale defeated Sky Blue. And Orange Cassidy defeated Matt Taven in an amazing Texas Death Match. We move on to TNA, February 15th, 2024. I almost dropped Jizzins. I was so excited. We seen Jake Something defeat Frankie Kazarian. Jordan Grace defeat Savannah Evans. ABC defeated the Grizzled Young Veterans in the second of 2 out of 3. They're both up at one apiece in the 2 out of 3 series. Crazy Steve defeated Rhino for the TNA Digital Media Championship. Diener and Joe Hendry comes to a no contest. Danny Luna defeated Jody Threat, and Moose defeated Kushida in an epic clash. We move on to SmackDown from February 16th, 2024. Kevin Owens defeated Dirty Dom. Tiffany Stratton defeated Zelina Vega. The Authors of Pain defeat Javier Bernay and Bo Morris. Logan Paul defeated The Miz. And Naomi defeated Alba Fire. I do believe there was another match here, but I apologize if there was. Rampage, February 16th, 2024. Sammy Guevara defeated Jeff Hardy. Dustin Rhodes and the Von Erichs defeat Ramiro Cruz. Hit and Shambasha. Queen Aminata defeated Anna Jay. The BBSGD and the Dark Order, the BBSGD, Dark Order, Jay Lethal, and Satnam Singh, and Jeff Jarrett. Jeez. We move on to MLW. apologies for that brain fart there. Let me continue the, let me give you the end of Rampage there. The Bang Bang Scissor Gang defeat the Dark Order, Jay Lethal, Satnam Singh, and Jeff Jarrett. And considering that there is no AEW Collision this week, we will be talking about MLW Burning Crush from February 17th, 2024. We open the show up with Tony Deppen, Marcus Mathers, and TJ Crawford defeating Wasted Youth and Nolo Katana. We seen Zeta defeat Tiara James, Delmi Exo, and the Notorious Mimi. We then seen Ricky Shane Page defeat Jake Christ, Tom Lawler defeat Shane Justice, Matthew Justice, apologies. We seen Brett Ryan Gosling defeat Love Doug. Cozy Max defeat the World Titan Federation. Of course, that is Richard Holiday and Filthy Tom Lawler. Wait, didn't he wrestle? No. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, no, he didn't wrestle in that. Yeah, he was Shane Justice. It must not have been. There's a couple different people in World Titan Federation. Excuse me, I'm very new to MLW here. I'm just a stoned hobby journalist. But after the Cozy Max match, we did see Cruel Mads Kruger defeat Jacob Fatu in a great match with a wonky ending, but nonetheless, it was a pretty fantastic match. Especially when you're usually used to seeing Cruel in these matches where he's looking like a straight up serial killer out of a slasher movie, man, where he's getting all kind of cut up from the bone up and just jumping back like a man possessed, really. But this was a straight up kind of like a classic hardcore match, and it really hit well. It was a really good match, but like I said, to me, a wonky ending, but who am I to say anything? Still a pretty fantastic match nonetheless. Definitely worth writing home about. And of course, TNA Explosion from that Sunday, February. Yeah, I think it was the 13th. No, it was the 18th, but no, it wasn't, I don't believe. The latest TNA Explosion, of course. You don't have to deal with my scatterbrainedness. All you have to do is go on their YouTube channel for the free. Go on their YouTube channel and check out TNA Explosion. It's a weekly thing that will play a part with the regular TNA weekly stuff. So TNA Explosion was kind of like a Sunday Heat type of stuff. 3 matches in total. One of them was a retro throwback match, and then we had a really decent interview segment. So let's talk about that. We seen Laredo Kid defeat Jai Vidal. Then we seen a really decent, charming segment with Kevin Knight talking about how he picked up roller skating in the pandemic, and then as well as I've never seen anybody have Stacey Adams on a roller skate. So definitely an interesting segment. Really cool stuff with Gia Miller and stuff. I think it was Gia Miller, I believe. Either way, nonetheless, that is very reminiscent of the stuff that you'll see for YouTube Insiders. Now you can get access to that on their YouTube for as low as 99 cents. And with that comes their weekly wrestling stuff. So you get the weekly wrestling of TNA. You don't get advertisements, very little commercial interruption. starts at 8:30 instead of 8. But you get that, plus you get stuff just like the stuff you've seen here in the Kevin Knight interview segment. So if you're interested in stuff like that, you would be well worth it. It would be well worth it to pick up that subscription for 99 cents only, and get their weekly wrestling stuff and the other exclusive stuff that they upload for Ultimate Insiders. Then of course they have the $10 stuff, which is pretty much the TNA Plus, where you could just go down the TNA Plus route now, especially now that the app is definitely better than it was before, but could still use plenty of TLC. Bring that up to date. But the next match there we seen was the retro match. I will not give away the ending of it, but we did see Mr. Anderson versus D'Angelo Dinero, and the final match of TNA Explosion was Jake Something defeating She-Ra. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of the episode, and we have entered the Pick 6 zone. My man of the week is Shinsuke Nakamura. Woman of the week is Tiffany Stratton. Singles of the week was Moose versus Kushida. Tag of the week was ABC versus Grizzled Young Veterans. Team of the week was ABC. Show of the week was TNA. And with that being said, audio listeners, you'll have to jump over to YouTube people who are enjoying this cast on YouTube. Keep your eyes on this space for this Friday, the 23rd. I will jump on YouTube and give you my predictions for not only No Surrender TNA, but also the Elimination Chamber. Don't forget, the Elimination Chamber will start at a special time of 2 o'clock in the morning. So, it's crazy that over there in Australia. So early for them, early for us, early to rise, early bird gets the worm. Check that out at 2 a.m. or wake up in the morning and enjoy at wrestling pay-per-view with your breakfast. So a lot of good stuff coming up. That kind of pay-per-view stuff will round out February, and then the following week I will be headed up to TNA Ignition 3, and I will be covering that event, and I'm excited to cover that and see the first 5-star show I've been to since, I believe, spring of last year. Well, they've been doing some really great stuff over there at the PAJAMA Factory, and I gotta get up there and see them do it again. So, with that being said, thank you for listening. I appreciate your patronage to the Suplexes and Stuff podcast, and we will catch you again next week, while we will be covering and catching you up with both of those great pay-per-view events. Thank you. Suplexes and Stuff, where legends collide. In the wrestling ring, we take you for a ride. Join us for the chaos, the suplexes, the stuff, because it's time for a podcast that's a diamond in the rough. Suplexes and Stuff is a podcasting pinnacle where the reviews are for fun and usually not cynical.